Illegal immigration is out of control. Our borders are unprotected. We need to build the wall.
Ay, Dios mío, Gaby. Eso me asusta.
Pero abuela tiene razón. Hay tanta gente ilegal aquí y destruyen a nuestra economía. Una pared pondría fin a la inmigración ilegal.
Oh, no, eso es súper incorrecto. La verdad es que la pared no lograría nada. Building a wall would actually increase the number of illegal immigrants in America.
What? How could it possibly?
Here, I'll show you. Just building the wall would be practically impossible. This is where it would be.
Oh, no, el perrito.
It would have to stretch over 2,000 miles of rough terrain, cutting through mountains, rivers, villages, and even people's homes.
Disculpe, ¿puedo usar su baño?
Ay, lo siento. Está en México.
And all that destruction is monstrously expensive. Just building the wall would cost between $15 and $25 billion.
Ay, el duende tiene magia demónica.
It would easily be one of the single most expensive pieces of infrastructure in American history, costing as much as 20 Hoover dams or NASA's entire annual budget.
That's one small step for man. One giant wall for no reason.
Not to mention the astronomical cost of staffing and maintaining the wall, which taxpayers like you and your children will be stuck paying forever.
I paid for the wall. My father's father paid for the wall. And one day you will pay for the wall. Because this is Wall World.
Even just faking the wall for our show was prohibitively expensive. Oh, looks like our CGI budget ran out. Oh.
Okay, yes, it may be expensive, but that doesn't change the fact that once we build it, it will work.
Not like you think. Increasing security at the border will never stop illegal immigration.
Why not? No one's getting past me.
Yes, they are, because it's estimated that between 27 and 40% of all undocumented immigrants in America came here on planes.
I forgot about planes.
These immigrants didn't sneak over the border. They came here legally, through passport control, then just overstayed their visas. And guess what? A border wall's not gonna stop them because, reminder, planes can fly over walls!
You fools! You forgot about planes! We always forget about planes!
Even by your estimate of visa overstays, the wall would still stop about half of America's 11 million illegal immigrants.
No, it wouldn't, because of a little something called circular flow. Here, I'll show you. For decades, immigration to the U.S. was a circular flow. People would come, work for a bit, and then after they were done, go home to their families. Meet Douglas Massey.
Thanks, Adam. My arms are getting pretty tired waiting for my cue.
He's a professor at Princeton and a pioneering researcher on this topic.
When the Reagan, Bush, and Clinton administrations drastically increased border enforcement in response to public opinion, they stopped that circular flow.
Not by keeping people out, but by keeping people in.
As it got harder and harder to go back and forth, people crossing the border decided they were much better off just staying in the U.S.
Se me olvidaron las llaves en México. If I go back to Mexico now, he won't let me back in the U.S. I guess I'll just stay here, in Tucson.
Ironically, this increase in border enforcement caused the number of undocumented immigrants living in the United States to skyrocket by 248%.
It's counterintuitive, but building a wall wouldn't stop people from coming in. It would actually stop them from going back.
In fact, the whole idea of building a border wall is misguided. The Mexican economy is doing quite well right now, and population growth has slowed way down, so there's not much pressure to immigrate. The number of illegal border crossings is actually at an all-time low.
If you're a professor, then why are you in the desert?
I'm not. I'm a mirage.
Ay, el duende tiene un amigo fantasma.
Look, we already have what has to be the most militarized border between any two nations at peace. So the real issue of immigration isn't the people coming in. The fact is, they're already here. Nearly 1 out of every 30 people in America is an unauthorized immigrant. The only thing a wall stops is a discussion of actual solutions.
Soy Alfonso Montañez y esto
Oh my God, Adam, you're right. The wall isn't the answer.
Oh, good. I'm so glad I could help.
Millions of people are already here. We need to deport them. Yes, deportation is the answer.
No.
En realidad, eso nunca funciona.
Alfonso!
Cuando regresemos te explicaré por qué la deportación no es ninguna solución en Alfonso Explica Todo.